a pleasure to meet you too. Dr. Majumdar sends you his regards. I hope you are safe.
In fact, I wanted me to, please convey my warm regards to Dr. Majumdar. He is an amazing gentleman. He's a stalwart of the whole Symbiosis as such. And it was a pleasure meeting him that day more than 3 years back, and with you, of course.
Yes.
Yeah, and I hope that we can renew our relationship again through Business Charcha.
Absolutely.
Thank you for coming on board. I mean, I just sent you a message, and I was really very, very happy that you accepted it. Very kind of you. Very kind of you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. My pleasure.
Sheetal ma'am, has Mr. Anuj joined? Mr. Anuj Bhatra?
Yes, sir. Anuj sir has joined. I am just unmuting him. Anuj, welcome.
So we can start.
Yes, we'll just confirm that whether Anuj sir can speak. Anuj sir, you there?
Yeah, I can hear you very well.
Yes, sir is here. Yeah.
Okay, great. Sheetal ma'am, can we start? Sheetal ma'am? Sheetal ma'am, are you there?
She must be on call. I'll call her, sir.
Maybe start, Sagar.
Yes, sir. You can start, sir. I'll have a word with Sheetal ma'am. You there?
Yes, I'm there, sir.
Your voice is not coming. We are starting, ma'am.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. This is Dr. C.J. Rajendra Prasad, the Director of School of Retail Management, who is hosting today's webinar. The School of Retail Management and Institutions Innovation Council has planned this joint webinar along with Business Charcha. And we are proud to have eminent speakers today with us who will be addressing about the entrepreneurship development. On behalf of Symbiosis Skills and Professional University, I'm proud to share that today's webinar has an attendance of 511 participants. And I think this webinar is going to be a landmark about the topic that we'll be covering. And Business Charcha will be launching the program through this webinar. Our guests of honor today are Honorable Dr. Swati Majumdar, the Pro-Chancellor of Symbiosis Skills and Professional University, Dr. Ashwini Kumar Sharma, Vice-Chancellor, Symbiosis Skills and Professional University, Major General Manik Sabharwal, ex-CEO, Domestic Workers Sector Skill Council, I'm sorry, Mr. James Raphael, Executive Head, Retail Sector Skill Council, RASI, Mr. Anuj Batra, ex-CEO and MD Birla Global, and Mr. Ramesh Kumar, Chief Technology Officer, Edequity. I would like to share with you a little about Business Charcha, which is a platform for co-creation, training, and entrepreneurial development opportunities for aspiring entrepreneurs to realize their vision of business establishment, led by various industry experts, business coaches, and subject matter professionals who turn ideas into viable businesses and strengthen industry-academia bond, while also facilitating training and workshops to ensure total quality in entrepreneurship development by meeting international standards of innovation. Business Charcha is headed by Ms. Sheetal Bhandari as the founder and CEO, an ecosystem innovation and impact practitioner who pioneers the new day leadership curriculum and aims to establish more than 1 million profitable entrepreneurs and enterprises. She is enabling a one-of-its-kind entrepreneurial incubation platform. Sheetal Bhandari will now give the opening remarks. Over to Ms. Sheetal Bhandari.
Thank you so much, sir. Good afternoon, everyone, and special thanks to Symbiosis Skills and Professional University, Honorable Dr. Swati ma'am, Ashwini sir, and all the faculty members for giving us this opportunity. Thank you to our eminent speakers, and we would like to have a grand start towards our activity. As there is a need to focus on understanding the aspirations, industry requirements, standardization across the skill development value chain. Thank you for being with us today afternoon.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Today's program, the webinar, is being conducted with the best wishes and blessings from our Honorable Chancellor, Sir, Dr. S.B. Mujumdar, who is the President of Symbiosis Open Education Society. And he has been a professor of botany in Ferguson College and HOD for over 20 years, a recognized PhD guide in Pune University, and has published over 50 original research articles in several national and international scientific journals and authored several books on life sciences. He has been awarded Padma Shri in 2005 and Padma Bhushan in 2012 by Government of India, and also the first recipient of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Memorial Award. I'm very proud to introduce to you all Dr. Swati Mujumdar, our Pro-Chancellor Madam. She's an MBA and MS from US, PhD in Skill Development Vocational Education, a global thought leader and a renowned expert in higher education and skill-based vocational education. The policy advisor to the state and federal government, as well as part of the think tanks established by UNESCO in the fields of technical and vocational education and training and higher education. Successfully, she has established two of India's pioneering skill development universities in Pune and Indore. Very proud to introduce our Pro-Chancellor, Madam Swati Mujumdar. Madam, I request you to kindly give the welcome address.
So a very good afternoon to all the esteemed dignitaries on this platform. Our Vice Chancellor, Dr. Ashwini Kumar Sir, the former CEO of the Domestic Sector Skill Council, and our very dear friend, General Sabharwal, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Mr. Ramesh, and Ms. Bhandari. I really am very excited to be on this online platform. This has become the new normal for all of us to be online and interacting in this manner, especially due to the COVID pandemic. And I appreciate the efforts of the entire team here who has arranged a very useful and very interesting webinar today on some of the very relevant topics, I must say, especially during this COVID pandemic. As you are all aware that our country is going through a major upheaval and our life has completely changed since last year due to COVID. However, at the same time, there has been an opportunity. COVID has posed an opportunity for all of us to think about what is really important to us as an individual, as a person of the society, and as a citizen of this country. And I think when you introspect, one of the important points that comes to your attention is certainly the need for getting educated. I think education is something that will last with every individual forever. And therefore, even in this pandemic, education is probably the key for development and for the growth of our nation, even to come out of such a serious COVID pandemic. At Symbiosis, not only do we pursue excellence in education, but we are also pursuing a second flare, which is called skill development. Now, you may ask as to why are skills important and what is the difference between education and skills? Well, as you are all aware that in our country, there is major unemployment among the educated youth, and the education system in a way has failed to meet the aspirations of so many youngsters of our country because they do not find meaningful jobs. On one hand, jobs are there and the industry does not find the rightful candidates to perform in those jobs. But on the other hand, you will find that there are educated youth who do not have jobs. In this ironical situation, skill development and gaining skills that are relevant to the industry really are very, very important aspects, and I must say the need of the hour. And why am I saying so? because especially post-pandemic, you must all have realized that the way we do business, that the way we live, and the way we perform day-to-day activities has drastically changed. And in order to be effective in this changed world, it is very, very important to have skills which are relevant to the industry expectations. And this is precisely the point that we are addressing in the Symbiosis Skills and Professional University at Pune. This university was established in 2017, and before commencing our programs, we did a huge survey of the industry and their expectations of various skills which students need to develop so that they can quickly get employed, and not only employed, they can even start their own small businesses. And this skills university offers undergraduate and postgraduate programs in a variety of fields where skills are required and where jobs are available in large numbers, or students can start their businesses on their own. Some of the programs that we have is the Bachelor of Engineering or BTech program in automobile engineering. As you are aware, Pune has a huge auto sector. We have a program in mechatronics. As you students all are aware that mechatronics is a field that is required in almost every industry. There is mechatronics requirement. The third is construction and infrastructure, which is considered as an evergreen sector where there is huge number of requirement of manpower. So these are the three engineering programs that we started in 2017. Recently, we have started a BTech in CSIT with a specialization in cybersecurity. Especially now we are all online, and you will all realize that cybersecurity is extremely important considering there is so much of security threat in the nation. So CSIT with a specialization in cybersecurity and a BSc in data science are the upcoming programs that we started last year, and we have received a tremendously good response. We also offer a 5-year BArch program in architecture. We offer BBA in management, that is in retail management, in ports and terminals, and in logistics management. And another very innovative program is the BSc in beauty wellness. The reason I'm giving an example of all of this, if you notice that these are all sector specific programs, it is very important for our young students to not only obtain general knowledge, not only obtain and build a strong foundation of knowledge, but also it is very important to develop sector specific skills. For example, in CSIT, it is not just important to learn the general IT subjects, but it is also important to get cyber security related technical skills, which will help our students to be successful in various job opportunities in the cyber security sector. So this is one example that I'm giving you for the program in cyber security. The second point which I want to mention today is that skills are there everywhere. It is not just that skills are there in an electrician or a plumber. That is a misunderstanding. Even a medical surgeon, as we many times say, is a skilled surgeon, which means that skills are associated with efficiency and proficiency. Whenever you do a job repeatedly, you develop a proficiency and efficiency in that particular area. So it is very important for the education system to understand what are the skills that are available in students, and also ensure that the skills related to a particular occupation which are prevalent in the industry need to be developed in our student community. With these thoughts, Symbiosis has introduced courses where not only do we build a strong foundation, but along with that, we also build skills in students, which are technical skills and professional skills, which will help them to become successful from day one. I would also like to bring out the attention of all the audience that especially after the COVID pandemic, the way we do business has changed. As you are all aware, for example, we are ordering so many things online, and therefore online retail or logistics and supply chain have emerged as huge areas where potentially jobs and business opportunities are there. Similarly, even when we buy vegetables, for example, as you are aware, that cold chain has become an important sector of the logistics field. So in many ways, the way we do business and the way we perform our activities on a day-to-day basis has changed. And we need to understand what are these changed needs, what are these changed requirements, and the entire education system needs to cater for these change requirements. I hope that not only Symbiosis, but other colleges and academia will also address these change requirements, these changed needs, and help to develop skills in students, which will not only make them employable, but also provide opportunities for self-employment and small businesses. Once again, I thank the entire team present here today and General Sabharwal for inviting me. I do hope that all of you are safe in your homes, and I offer my best wishes for good health in the coming year. Thank you once again.
Thank you, ma'am. And I think we were very much motivated with the good start that we had from the remarks that you have made. Thank you. I take pleasure now in introducing the Vice Chancellor of Symbiosis Skills and Professional University, Dr. Ashwini Kumar Sharma. Dr. Ashwini Kumar Sharma has over 36 plus years of service and professional association with research and development organizations like ISRO Ahmedabad, Baba Atomic Research Center Mumbai, and industrial experience with Instrumentation Limited Kota, Toshiba, Tokyo, Japan, RIICO Limited, Jaipur, Rajcom, Jaipur, along with skilling and capacity building with NIE-LIT, Government of India. He has served successfully for 7 years as MD, Rajcom, Government of Rajasthan, 5 years as Director General, NIE-LIT, Government of India, and 3 years as Vice Chancellor of Vijayabhumi University, Karjat, Mumbai. Has excellent skills in management, project management, strategic planning, leadership, and administration skills, and has successfully led his team to meet the challenges on professional front and also to achieve personal growth. He is dedicated to developing the youth of the country by influencing them positively and by leading the young minds towards skill development through practical learning and taking our country towards higher achievement and great accomplishment. I request Dr. Ashwini Kumar sir to brief about SSPU.
A very good afternoon, and I must convey my sincere thanks to Mr. Dr. Prashad, the Director of the Retail Management School of Retail Management, and also Ms. Sheila Bhandari, the CEO of the Business Charcha. I think today they have organized a very nice activity because I think this is the need of time, and today, especially during the pandemic, it has become essential to understand that what type of skill sets we need to have, what type of knowledge we need to gain, and how the Symbiosis Skill and Professional University at Pune, under the aegis of Symbiosis, under the leadership of Pro-Chancellor Madam Dr. Swati Majumdar, and along with industrial partners, is going for that. I must also welcome all my dignitaries on the dais, on the so-called E-dais, and also my participants who are off the E-dais. Because I think the new concept which has landed or which has been coined is the E-dais nowadays, rather than saying on the dais and off the dais, because of this, again, pandemic situation. Now, as we already, Madam Swati Majumdar has briefed you at how this skill university has come into existence. But one thing I would like to say that we are the first skill university of the state of Maharashtra, and I think we are the first residential skill university of the country, because none of the skill university in the country is having a residential facility. And I think it's a very thought process, and it's the need of time. If you see, even the government of India is also now keen and making changes in the policy of education system, where we are saying that besides knowledge, the skill set is required. And this is what we are imparting in the state of Maharashtra through Symbiosis Skill University at Pune, and similarly through SOS in Indore. One thing which is very important in this skill university, where I am working as a vice chancellor, is that here we basically go for industrial tie-up with the industries. And once we are talking about the industry, it is very important because what is happening is once you go to the field, half of the time you are aware with the subject, you are aware with the concepts, but you don't know how to implement, how to make it roll out. And that's the reason many of the industry, they again put the students who are coming out from the engineering colleges or who are coming out from different management courses into 3 months, 6 months, or maybe 1 year training. And that costs money, that is a wastage of time also. And number of times there is a productivity which gets affected. So this is what the vision we have taken over here, that we try to ensure that we give 70% teaching through experimental learning, because we do believe that the concept which is there, that is learn and do, we are saying learn while doing, or do while learning. So the concept is basically that you have hands-on, you deliver the best to the industry and to the society. Then we have a unique pedagogy and skill assessment system where there is an internship of 1 year, so that you have to go through internship for 1 year. And then, we have been putting efforts, we have been getting a lot of support from the industry also, where we get industry faculty also, industry experienced faculty who come and really share their field experiences, because these field experiences are never being taught in classes or not available in the books also. So really, once they share their experiences, we come to know that how to handle the situation, same situation when it is there in the field. Then we try to ensure that we go for courses in interdisciplinary and self-development, and we like life coping skills and communication skills. So overall, the emphasis in the university campus by the HODs, by the head of the schools, by the faculty and our industrial partners is that we deliver the maximum to the students who are with us or who are joining our university, so that they are productive to the country, they are productive to the society, and they are productive to themselves also. So this is being there. And secondly, as already our Pro Chancellor Madam has conveyed, that we have been running unique courses which are not being run by many of the universities, especially the conventional universities, like say BBA Retail Management, or maybe BBA Logistics, maybe BBA Ports and Terminal Management. And similarly, we have started new courses like MDEC in School of Architect. Even we are thinking to run BBA FinTech. We are planning to, we have started new courses in digital filmmaking and digital marketing. So I think these are the need of time, and these are the courses which are in heavy demand. And I think they are available only in few of the universities, especially where there is industrial tie-up. The best part is that the campus is built on the state-of-art concept. It is, I think, I got attracted because of campus only, frankly speaking. One of the reasons is that the vision is very good while constructing the infrastructure, the support team, the support which is required by the student in terms of labs, in terms of hostel, in terms of canteen, in terms of doctor on campus, and especially the ATM facility and other facilities. And we have got our own unique policy for the placements also. And I am really very happy to share that either the students who are coming out from the university, they are either starting their own business. And again, if you hear to the speech of the Honorable Prime Minister, now the concept is that we have to become Atmanirbhar Bharat. And when we are saying we have to become Atmanirbhar Bharat, startup and Make in India, Digital India, support, I mean, all these activities are very much required. And this is what has been done. And this is what we have been also promoting. That's the reason we have established, innovation cell, the separate division for innovation, startup activities. And even we are thinking how that will come out with a vision and process where we'll have a, center of excellence attached to each and every school that we have been deliberating and will come out with soon. But in nutshell, I can say this is the right place for a student to make his career or her career, and to have a feel that after he or she pass out from the school or university or the respective school, is ready to be used by the industry, or he's ready to start his own business, or he's ready to contribute to the growth of the country. And I think a wonderful place to stay and study over here. With these words, I am again thankful to the organizers and especially my team over here who has been putting best efforts to make this university as one of the leading university, not only of country, rather of the globe. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your kind words. I also want to share, especially with Madam Sheetal Bhandari and all the honorable guests who are here, that we had a convocation of the first batch on 6th of February, where 171 students graduated. And out of 171 students, Sheetal ma'am, I'm proud to share that 25%, almost 42 students have started their own establishments. So they have all turned entrepreneurs. And I think through you, we would like to handhold them and also make sure that they become very successful in whatever ventures that they have got into. Friends, participants, all the honorable guests, I now hand over the further proceedings to Ms. Sheetal Bhandari. And I'll be very proud to add here that we will have wonderful session that will be addressed by Major General Manik Sabharwal, Mr. James Raphael, Mr. Anuj Bhatra, and Mr. Ramesh Kumar. This is going to be a session that is going to enlighten us and also help us know more about entrepreneurship. Sheetal ma'am, over to you.
Thank you so much, sir. And it gives me immense pleasure now to host the today's session. And I would like to thank all the students for joining in and the university for furnishing us this opportunity to conduct this session with their students. So let's witness the unveiling of this one-of-a-kind entrepreneurial engagement. And I am so proud and happy on behalf of the whole Business Charcha team today that Symbiosis would be the flag bearer of this modern entrepreneurial establishment nationwide. Here I would like to share my screen. Here we go.
Hey, do you dream of setting up your own business or becoming the most worthy assets to your future organization? Not to worry. We have got your back at Business Charcha. Here comes the War Room, a one-of-its-kind curriculum specially designed by our experts for enriching you with the required skill set in various domains to make you stand out from the crowd. Here you receive 101 mentoring with insight from more than 30 plus sectors, end-to-end guidance and support on creating your venture from the grassroots level, and funding opportunities from a special panel of investors and accelerators. Towards the end of this 11-month engagement, on a mission to create more than 2 million enterprises by 2025, War Room is all set to incubate aspirants and dreamers like you to establish economically beneficial enterprises. Connect with us at www.businesscharcha.com for a complimentary counseling session and experience our world-class entrepreneurial skilling curriculum. Get ready to be a part of India's most promising entrepreneurial ecosystem.
Here at Business Charcha, we guide, train, educate, and update the first generation entrepreneurs about various potential industries. We are catering to 30 plus industrial sector. This platform is an initiative led by various industry experts, business coaches, and subject matter professionals for turning ideas into viable businesses and strengthening the industry academia bond and to throw some light on changing industrial trends. Still, people are wondering how to match paces with this new normal each moment, each day. Here we are bringing for the students, for the aspirants, or they can have they can understand the knowledge and the industry insights on diverse industries. We can have an access to industrial aspects such as investment, plant and machinery. How much working capital do I need for next 6 months or 1 year to sustain in the market? What are the processes or licenses, registrations required for a particular industry? How to frame a legit and a powerful business plan? How to reach out to venture capital and monetary assistance? What are the checklists for a startup? How you can make a master plan for your branding and advancement? What are the best hotspot locations to commence the businesses? And if I talk about in the current scenario, there is a mismatch in the skill set that industry requires and the skill set that youth are equipped with. And Symbiosis Skill University is doing a great work in providing the industry details to the youth. Here we have the 300 plus experts, which we felicitate new generation entrepreneurs. And we have decoded an end-to-end model, which lays the foundation for establishing businesses of the modern era. And we feel humbled to be supported by our esteemed partners like Khadi and Village Industries Commission, MSME Business Forum, MSME Chamber of Commerce and Industries of India, DCP Bank Innovation Carnival. In this program, students are receiving one-on-one mentoring, industrial support, end-to-end guidance. And if I talk, so this is the program that we have launched as a war room, where we are working on self-sustainable and contribute in the nation building by guiding the aspirants. We, as a new normal, everybody wanted to understand the engagement and the enterprises or the business models that are coming in. We are glad to have our partners, Khadi and Village Industries, MSME Business Forum, Rizal. We are great to have our advisors on board. We have with us Major General Manik Sabharwal, we have Mr. Ravi Nandan Sinha with us, and Prasna Lohar. And to be understand the objective of the war room about the business charcha, we are incubating and embracing the entrepreneurial minds. We are providing them a specific educational and vocational trainings so that they can have a virtual advisories on multiple domains by our industry experts. And we have 16 sector skill council CEOs on board with us, furnitures and fitting sector skill council, construction skill council, CIMSME, PSD Chamber of Commerce and Industries of India, Travel and Tourism Skill Council, BW Business World, Logistics Skill Council, MSME Chamber, Apparel, Textile, Mr. James Raphael, Power Sector Skill Council. This is our sector list that we are catering to. Aerospace, aviation, agriculture, energy, gems and jewelry, stock, tourism. This is the 30 plus industrial sector that we are guiding students on in the process of registration, manufacturing, establishment, licenses, and what is the process for the same, how they can establish a unit, how government is supporting them. There are so many government initiatives in these sectors. This, I would say, we have identified that these are the step-by-step process that every student or aspirant should understand while initiating their own venture. Counseling, mentoring, ideation, brainstorming. I would say like every entrepreneur and an aspirant who want to enter into the entrepreneurship should have a mentor in life who can guide them through their experience, who are the best team, on which skill set we have to focus on while deciding our teammates, our co-founders, business prototyping, competitor analysis, product market fit verification. In India, we say like, yeah, 80% startups fail. Why they fail? Because they are making the product which is not being demanded by the customer. There is no need of that product. So we have made this program as per the strategic planning, how they have to work on expansion and networking, legal compliances, fundraising, MVP and piloting, launch and feedback, market and promotion. This is the structure that we have built for any startup. And we are glad to announce that we are coming up with the War Rooms by Business Charcha, winning in augmentation to reality. Here we are focusing on IEEE concept, that is industry, entrepreneurship, employability, and education collaboration, where industry leaders, subject matter professionals are coming in to guide the youth through their experience and make them more employable. Here we are coming up with the transformation program so that students can have an access to handcrafted programs. Students are getting in services of this program is a program for 6 months and 11 months. Certification course where we are focusing on weekly industrial webinars. Access to vocational training. They are getting an opportunity to meet the Sector Skill Council CEOs and one-on-one mentoring from our industry experts. This platform will act as an all-in-one startup support system where they are getting an access to ideation, experimentation, incubation, launchpad, access to guest lectures on niche topics, hands-on training on how to prepare a pitch deck, how to prepare a project report, what are the things that everyone keep in mind while preparing a project report. There are so many government schemes like I would say Stand Up India, Startup India, Make in India, Prime Minister Employment Generation Program we have Mudra. Now the startup seed fund is coming in, and end-to-end guidance, support on drafting the pitch deck, early stage startups. If any students is preparing their own venture, they can even launch their startup on Business Charcha platform. And they will be becoming the member of entrepreneurship cell. Before they will be getting an access to industrial tours, startup tours, so that they can have an access to how the industry runs. What is the process? If I am like studying and after this, I am entering into the market, I am entering into any industry, what is the process? Loan advisory, government scheme, and how they can utilize that fund. Students will be getting an access to regular assignments, internship, placement opportunity. And after this, we are taking a proper assessment test of the students. Yes, how the student has performed in this 1 year or 6 months. Then they will be getting an access to certification as a graduate from the entrepreneurship cell of Business Charcha. I would also like to invite Major General Manik Sabrawal to say a few words on this. Manik sir?
Yeah. Thank you, Sheetal. Right. I don't know. I think Swati might have left, but all the same, on behalf of Business Charcha, where I am the advisor to them, I would, I'm very happy that Ms. Swati Majumdar has given a consent to give the opening address for this webinar. Of course, I've known her for the last 3 years, a very dynamic and understanding lady who is ready to take up new challenges. That is the main thing. That, people, she's a young person who still has that energy and drive to look for things which are new. It's not that old thoughts, one needs to forget about the old thoughts now and look for the new things which is happening today. And she is one person who is, I think, has that dynamism to look for something new, something challenging, something which will help the society as a whole. So I'm very glad that Business Charcha has taken up this webinar along with the Symbiosis Skill University. And I'm sure that, we in the Business Charcha, they will, or we will, I think I can say we now, since I'm the advisor, that we will have lots of important training issues, entrepreneurship issues, industry issues, skilling issues, which will be sorted out by them. Unfortunately, we don't have James Raffle who with us as today, but he's very much there on the panel of Business Charcha as one of the mentors of innovation, who is the CEO of the Retail Sector Skill Council. He is actually a stalwart in the field of the skill ecosystem. A person who could be, as a great advisor. In fact, he has been in this field for many years. I think 5 or 6 years, if I'm not mistaken. And I used to call him up a number of times and take a lot of advice from him. And I was telling Sheetal that please, whenever you need anything, as far as the retail industry is concerned, or as for skilling for that matter, he is the right person, and we are very fortunate to have him on board of the Sector Skill Council. And I'm very happy that we have the Vice Chancellor, Dr. Ashwini Kumar Sharma, with us. And he's been very kind enough to host this program, along with the other very eminent speakers who are there. That is Dr. Rajendra Prasad, who is the Director of the School of Retail Management. We have Mr. Anuj Batra and Mr. Ramesh Kumar. Thank you for joining us. And we are looking forward to hearing some words of wisdom from you. So basically, what I just want to say today is that Sheetal, whom I met about less than a year back, and she decided, we met just on LinkedIn after I retired from the CEO to DWSSC. And this girl has, got into her head that I want to start an entrepreneurship. And there is nobody to advise me how do I start an entrepreneurship. So I want to start an entrepreneurship where I will advise people as to how to start an entrepreneurship. And that is what Business Charcha is all about, that they are going to guide people as to how to start their own industry or their own entrepreneurship. And this is one forum which is going to help them, which does not really exist. Yes, you have, schools of counseling and things in colleges and universities, but to go the whole way, where they are giving about 20 odd helplines, that is things like one-on-one mentoring, the career counseling, guest lectures on niche topics, industry and startup tours, both virtual and physical, meeting with the experts in various fields, which they got good about 30 to 40 experts in various fields with them. They have a number of, CEOs of the sector skill councils who are with them, who will definitely help the students in choosing a right path. So just a word about Sheetal. She's a girl, a real go-getter and achiever, very passionate about her work, and very passionate about her brainchild, that is the Business Charcha. And seeing her enthusiasm, I'm sure that she will really succeed in her venture. And we are very happy, and I'm really very, very, fortunate that she asked me to join in as an advisor, because I'm sure that this girl is going to take this, organization to dizzy heights in times to come. Unfortunately, because of the pandemic, things have not happened physically. They are all happening, in a virtual manner. But I'm sure that this is the base for the base of the pyramid, which subsequently, I'm sure will reach a peak in due course of time. So without wasting much time, I'm thinking in the future that maybe in the Symbiosis Skill University, a war room could be set up by the Business Charcha, with the help naturally of the staff of the Symbiosis, and with their expertise and their contacts, we will be able to help the students to choose a career path, to choose an industry, to choose an entrepreneurship which they wish to pursue in their lifetime. I'm not going to talk about entrepreneurship, etc., which is a topic by itself. I'm here just today to tell you as to what this organization will be doing in helping out the Symbiosis Skill University, their students, their children, to, in future set up their own businesses and industries with the help of expertise which is available to them. I am very happy that, we have good about nearly 550 students, participating. I think this is a kind of a record, and this is really amazing. Thank you, Dr. Rajinder, for, I think it's all your efforts. As you had said, you've been working on it for the last 48 hours. Thank you so much. There are a lot of efforts put in, and I hope these efforts don't go to waste. And subsequently, we will be having something coming up in a very positive manner. Thank you so much. Back to you, Sheetal.
I just want to intervene, Major Sir, and also Sheetal ma'am. We are so motivated because I have been reading a lot about Business Charcha, and I want to share with all the participants that most of the people involved in Business Charcha are very young. I mean, if you see their profiles, the kind of, the positions they hold, they're very young people with young ideas. And I want to declare here, Sheetal ma'am, that we from Symbiosis are going to have one program with Business Charcha every month, irrespective of which program it is, whether it is management department, whether it is engineering department, architecture department, data science, digital media. I declare here, with the permission of Swati madam and also approval of VC sir, Dr. Ashwini Kumar Sharma, every month we are going to have one program with Business Charcha. That is the kind of relationship that we build. And Major Sir and Sheetal ma'am, please get back to us for anything that you want as a participation from us. Thank you. Over to you, Sheetal ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Rajinder. That's really very, very encouraging for Sheetal. Yes, they are very young. I don't think the average age is more than 24 years old. And that's what we need today.
Yes.
Not counting me there, of course.
Also, you're also as young.
I wish so.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you so
please.
much, sir. It's really very encouraging. And we have Trichy with us also. She is handling the operations department. She is heading the operations department at Business Charcha. She is there with us. Yeah. And now I would like to introduce the speakers of today's session. We have with us Anuj Batra sir. As a proactive leader, he has 28 years of career, is highlighted with consecutive accomplishments at C-level positions across education, wellness, lifestyle, fashion, hospitality industries. His experience is sector agnostic, and he has worked as CEO and MD for Birla Global, business head with Tata International, CEO with the 98.4, president with Wave Group, and many more brands across India and the world. Through his firm Abstract Venture Partners, he advises international brands with India entry strategy and Indian startups with GTM MVP growth strategy. He is currently involved as a co-founder at Andromeda, one of the leading water and maritime solution tech-based startups. Next, we have Mr. Ramesh Kumar. He has more than 40 years of experience in the field of electronics, manufacturing, education to software development and assessments. He acts as a mentor to early stage startups for idea generation, eminent phase of TEDx. I would like to invite Mr. Anuj Batra sir to address the platform.
Good afternoon. Thank you so very much, Sheetal. Thank you so very much, all the dignified members present over there at the forum today, and many young Indian entrepreneurs who have come and been a part of this beautiful journey. Thank you so very much for the opportunity once again. Sheetal, I think you've been kind enough to give a very expansive introduction. I can simply say that I'm a very avid and a keen learner of human psychology. I'm a keen learner of how customer actually reacts to any change that happens in terms of his or her need, or his changing aspirations that a person can have from a use of any product or services. And that quest of finding out more and more about the customer perception is actually keeping me going in terms of learning more and more of how I can try and create out a better product and service, and I can offer that product and service to the consumer. So that has been, the journey so far. Over the last 28 odd years, I've managed various different retail and other business environments. Retail per se, over the last many years, or rather across decades, has been one of the oldest business activity. Gone are the times when people used to travel from one destination to the other with goods or services in the back, on their back, and trying to sell out a product or a service to anyone who requires it. Yeah, that is how the trade actually started out. We are fortunate that because of the changing scenario, because of COVID, the adaptation of technology has leapfrogged over the last many, many years. Gone are those days when only retail meant physical retail stores. It has changed from a physical retail to e-commerce, where no longer we need to have the touch and feel of the product. We can always go ahead and actually have, we can experience the product and service. And that actually becomes more and more crucial for us as brand owners, as people who are working behind the scenes, can be the creators of the brands, to working at the storefront or maybe at the shop floor, designing out the products or labels, services. Each and every category that we can come across, we can contribute to some of the other, and that is how we can continue to inspire and bring about a little bit of a change within our own knowledge, that we can bring about some amount of a glory to the customer who is going to be buying out our product or service. So coming back to this beautiful association of Business Charcha and Symbiosis as an institute, I believe that when the industry and the academia can come in together and create out courses where the market segments and the general knowledge of academics put together with what actually happens at the real front level, that gets disseminated to the public at large, the entrepreneurship definitely flowers. And in times to come, I sincerely wish that the Indian ecosystem, the education system will evolve in such a way that more and more entrepreneurship opportunities come forward, and lots of new entrepreneurs are born at the academy level only, at the institution level only. All the very best to you guys. I'm happy to take out more and more opportunities to discuss out more. Unfortunately, I'm a little under the weather for the last 1 week, suffering from COVID, but thank you very much. All the very best to you guys.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. I would like to invite Mr. Ramesh Kumar to address the platform.
Can I give a small presentation, or how is it actually? This is the end of it, or you're not, another session is there?
Yes, sir. You can.
I can just give it that.
Yeah, you can share
Sure.
the presentation.
Presentation, yes. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks to Business Charcha, I am here. I was talking to Trichy, saying that I am not qualified to be on the dais, but she was insisting that I should be there. So anyway, I am here. I am very glad to hear so many eminent speakers talking, and thanks to Vice Chancellor sir and Swati ma'am. So let me just share my presentation. I don't talk much, so I'll just go ahead with my presentation. Where is my presentation? Just give me 1 sec. You can't see this, right? It's not yet there. You could see that?
No, sir. Not now.
This was
Not
there?
as yet. Not as yet. No, sir.
Not yet. Okay.
You can just share screen. Share screen.
It is actually going elsewhere, actually. Share
You can
If
application.
you
share
could
the
just click
presentation
on
to me,
share
sir.
screen.
No, it's.
Sir, have you opened the file? Have you opened your present?
Yeah, I opened the file actually. It's a keynote.
Lakhan sir, would you please allow sir to share screen? Lakhan sir. Let me.
Lakhan
Yeah.
sir from IT, please allow for screen sharing.
Allowed, sir. Sir, you please try one. Sir, me karto 2 minutes.
So please share the presentation to me. I'll share it.
Yeah, that could be. Okay, that could be done.
No, actually, it should open here. I don't know why it's not showing here. Keynote.
1 second.
No, in the same screen, it should come in here. Application window. All others are coming.
Is there any pop-up you're getting, Ramesh sir? When you
No, I'm not getting. Actually, here it's there. Your entire screen is there. And
Yes, now we have got it.
Yes,
Now
yes.
we've
yeah,
got
you,
it.
Yes.
you can see it?
Yes,
sir,
be
we
a
can see now.
Superman.
Yeah. Okay. For all entrepreneurs, I wish them to be Superman, and they should actually be a Superman, because if you don't fly, then you are going to fall. So 99% of the startups fail because they don't plan it very well. If you are planning to be a Superman, please plan well. The thing is, when you want to take off, so if you want to become an entrepreneur, you should know why exactly you are doing, what is your idea, whether you have a good idea to manage the idea. So most of the startups fail because of the execution. Idea is only 5%, execution is 95%. That is where we keep telling people to focus on idea first and focus more on execution part of it. So ideas are multiple. You can get ideas from many events, and I actually shortlisted only 7 possibilities. They are like missing in the market, and I'll be explaining each of that. So the first one is a missing in the market. See, there are so many colas in the market, but still the paperboard wanted to start first. But there are already so many colas. Why they should buy paperboard? So they came out with something called Jaljeera, which is very popular drink in South or maybe across India also. And that was the first drink which they packaged in the paperboard, and it was an instant hit. Based on that Jaljeera, now they sell almost all the colas in the world now. So this is how they found out what is missing in the market, and that is where they have been very successful. Next one is personal experience. You may have certain experience, and then you want to actually share it with others, and slowly you can probably build upon that. So what has happened is this one Craig, he has moved to some San Francisco, and he was looking for what are all the events happening in the city, like exhibitions or seminars or events or whatever it is. He used to be interested in that, and then he used to share it with others by the email. And then he realized that a lot of friends are interested, and then that list went on increasing. The email list started increasing. Once he was not able to cope up with the list, he started a website saying that it's a Craigslist, and everybody could post it there under each category, and it became extremely popular. So based on your personal experience, you can always find which is useful for others. Then of course, opportunity. Opportunity is the biggest thing. Amazon was only in bookstore in the beginning. Then they realized that there is an excellent scope for selling anything online. Now you can see so many Amazons, including your Flipkarts, and everything is there online, and we are buying every single item online now. That is where the opportunity has come in, and then everybody's now. If you see in India, this COVID situation has created so much of opportunity for so many people. The garment industry quickly moved into making masks and PPE kits, and some people who are good in compressors and all such people, they moved into making ventilators. Now so many people started manufacturing, generating oxygen also. So these are all opportunities which you have to keep your eyes and ears open. Then is the domain knowledge. Of course, this is a big unicorn which whole world talks about now. And Baiju was he was very strong in tutorials. He was teaching few kids. Then he was successful in teaching few kids, and then slowly increased the numbers, and then he pitched it to the biggies, and then now he has created a unicorn out of small tutorials. So if you have your subject strong, you have a great scope of actually doing yourself a great favor. Then of course passion. Khan Academy, Salman Khan, he started only by teaching some mathematics and science to his nephew and niece and nephew, and then slowly few people joined them, and then he thought it's better to make a small website, and Khan Academy has started. And now Khan Academy actually gives away so many courses free of cost across the world. It is one of the biggest. They may not be generating revenue as much as Byju's, but if they see the content wise, they are bigger than Byju's, I believe. And then you always take the customer inputs. This is a classic example of as a particular equipment called angioplasty, where initially they used to send a balloon inside the veins, and then they used arteries, and then used to reduce the layer of the whatever deposits are there in the. So then when they were talking to the nurses and the doctors who actually do operations, they realized that they suggested that why can't you keep that whole thing, you are pushing it, and then can you ensure that it doesn't fall back into the same system? So that is where they came out with an angioplast, where they send a small clip and which will hold it back at that particular position. So that is where when you hear to the customer, you can always get your own new products coming out of it or enhancing your own products. So keep listening to people, find out what are their inputs. Then Me Too, of course, this is the biggest in the industry today. Most of the 90% of the industries are Me Too industries only. Everybody sees someone who is successful and they start it. I don't say it is wrong. It is very good. They can always do it, but you have to find some sort of niche. If you see Flipkart, it is a copy of Amazon. Nobody disputes that. But Flipkart is the one who started cash on delivery system, where Amazon never had that system in the beginning. So when Flipkart started in India, they realized that Indians, they may not have an online system for payments. So they started giving a cash on delivery. That picked up a lot, and then that is where they established a great market in this. So every one of these people, they will start giving more or less all the same thing, whatever others are giving, but you have to find some sort of niche to actually get into the system. Then, of course, academic research, nothing to add. Every one of you know how the academic research is happening across the world and how they are giving you a lot of good products, which are all in the market. I always keep telling that you have to keep your ears and eyes open. And we laugh at Jugaad. We are a country of Jugaad. We do a lot of things and then we laugh it off. If you see a classic case of this air conditioner on the right-hand side bottom, one gentleman had an idea of having one air conditioner in 2 rooms, which is not possible. So the split AC, actually he made a split AC. This is a great Jugaad, but can somebody give me one external unit and 2 indoor units? We don't know. If some mechanical engineer can do a jugglery between the switches and say walls, whether he can send the same sort of air into both the rooms. So these are all start from the Jugaad. Jugaad is actually gives you a very quick idea of doing something very quickly. But only problem with Jugaad is generally it's not, you cannot replicate it much. So when you add quality to Jugaad, it becomes a frugal actually. In this Jugaad, I wanted to tell this. First, somebody started with the Indian commode, then this is a Western commode, then somebody created a temporary thing. And then the industry realized the importance of the last one, where they created a Western commode which has an Indian commode into this. So this is what I call where slowly the Jugaad actually may become an important integral part of the system. And then I talk about frugal. When the quality comes into some sort of Jugaad, it always becomes very good for people to implement. See, first one was where the Japanese case of soap, missing soap in that soap boxes. Being Japanese, they were very, very concerned. How can an empty box go into the market? So they started thinking about how to do it, how to avoid empty boxes going into the market. They came out with a complex system design, and finally one worker suggested we'll put an industrial fan, which will just throw out only the empty box. So they save a lot of money on that. How far it is true, we don't know, but this is a classic case of frugal innovation, what we suggest. On the right-hand top, what you see is there is mountain, and on the mountain they get a lot of fog, but they don't get water. So the United Nations, they have funded certain research programs, and then they came out with a fog screen. The fog goes through that early morning, and then the fog is converted into water and it is stored on the hill. So the local people who are staying on the top, they can always have the water from there, and they don't need to pump from downhill to the uphill. And the last one, what I was showing is, there is one, my own classmate, he has done this. What he has done is, he has taken the condemned diesel engines from the old buses and then converted them into diesel engines, diesel generators with a minimum modification charges. So this has been a huge hit in Andhra Pradesh, and then he set up a separate unit for all these generators to be generated, and then he closed the project after, I think, 100 or 150 are manufactured. And can you visualize? This is what I keep telling you, have to see if there is a huge canals across India. How can you use this particular huge canal space or whatever it is? Then Gujarat government has come out with a fantastic plan where they started doing canal top solar project. This is a huge success, and then this actually helps in saving the cost on land acquisition for solar projects, because solar projects need a lot of land, and getting land is a problem. So this definitely saves the time and energy in acquiring the land. And the second one is, the water vapor also is restricted because there is a shade on the top of it. So this is one of the great innovations. And then this is the same thing I'm talking about. There is a lot of fog in this area, and then you put up a fog screen, and then you can always find out how to save water on that. And then you have to look around. There may be very good idea very next to you. You may not even know whether you have an idea or somebody else has an idea, but when your eyes and ears are open, you will find some solution. Here I like to bring one small company which I know, which practically they have done something like this. One gentleman wanted to do something in PS University in Bangalore, and then he just set up a small 6x6 room, and then in the college campus itself, and then he didn't know what to start. Then he was looking around the students, and then he found the final year engineering students who are brilliant. They never share the notes with anyone. Then he got a great idea. When these final engineering students, they left the campus, he collected their notes. All that notes he just scanned, put it onto a CD, and sold it to the next year students. And it was an instant hit because everybody got the toppers notes with them, which is a very secret notes, which it was not shared by anyone. And second year, he took the same notes from the next year toppers. He put it in a proper CD format, typed everything, created a content, copied from the same handwritten content, and produced the CDs. And next year, he went on creating his own content, and then he established his own. Then this was a company called EduRite, which was sold to Manipal, and then Baijo has bought it right now. So there may be some idea which is next to you. You may know how many people want what item. Just notice that, and if you see if you can solve their problem, you have a big business idea on your hand. So there are 4 concepts. This, I think, Business Charcha will definitely take up when they're actually teaching you a lot of stuff over the year. This is only idea, process, and finance and positioning I talk about. But Business Charcha will definitely talk about much more than this. I think this is the end of it. I just wanted to keep it very brief because I can't talk much about myself or anything else, and I can't, like Batra sir, I can't explain beautifully. So pardon me with this. Stop sharing. I think that's it. And then wish you all the best to the Business Charcha and to all the students and to the Symbiosis University. You're doing a fantastic job, sir. Please keep me in mind whenever you want one-to-one sessions. I actually love one-to-one sessions. That is what I was telling Trichy also. If any one-to-one sessions are required, definitely I'll be able to contribute much better.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
So we have briefed you about the concept of war room. Students can log into the businesscharcha.com and they can see the whole program there. And now I would like to thank everyone for joining in. On behalf of the Business Charcha team, I would raise my heartfelt thanks to Manik sir, Anuj sir, Ramesh sir, our eminent speakers for sparing their valuable time and giving the knowledgeable insights. My special vote of thanks is raised for Honorable Dr. Swati Ma'am, Ashwani Sir, Rajendra Sir, Sagar Sir, and all the faculty members. I would like to congratulate each one of you and thank you for making us a part of your upcoming entrepreneurial journey. Wonderful day ahead. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Sheetal, and thank you, the eminent staff of the Symbiosis University, the Vice Chancellor, and Dr. Rajendra Prasad, and the others and other speakers. Thank you so much for being with us, and students, thank you for listening in, and I have been able to gain something out of this. Thank you, Dr. Rajendra.
I just want to add in that program not without the leadership of who is the chairperson of our IIC, and she has management to take up appreciate that you have asked us that you have a question. Please type in your question so that the eminent speakers are also present. We will address the question. In the meanwhile, thank you so much, all the students who have participated, all the directors of the school. Thank you, sir, Manik sir, Ramesh sir, Anup sir, for taking this entire webinar forward. And once again, Sheetal and team, a big thank you. You all
Thank you so much.
with great ideas, and believe me, we all want to be a part of your idea, and we want to encourage you. Thank you. If the question is not asked, then we can end the session. Darshan. Okay, I think, yeah. When an individual tries to get into business, should he consider his personal interest? That is the question he has asked. When an individual tries to get into business, should he consider his personal interest? This is an open question for everyone among the panel to answer.
Okay. Yeah. Anuj sir, would you like to say something on this? Sir, you are on mute.
Yeah. Am I audible now? Very interesting question. So, definitely it is very important for anyone to have that inspiration or inclination of addressing out why I want to do certain thing which I'm planning to do. And one more thing which is very important is, please, whatever vocation you pick up, please love it. If you love it, if you'll fall in love with it, you will definitely enjoy doing whatever you plan to do. So it's very important. It's very important that whatever field one chooses, it's very important that we should be able to do justice to it. And that can only be possible once we start loving it. And the moment we see that something is being thrown at us and we have to pursue it because I don't like it, but somebody wants me to do it, hence I'll be doing it. I'll not be able to do justice to it. So simply enjoy doing whatever you're trying to do. And secondly, pick up a vocation which can not only change your life, it will be able to impact the life of hundreds and thousands of others. Very, very beautiful examples we have just seen of likes of Amazons or Flipkarts or Byju's. All these they started out with addressing out challenge of each and every individual. Once you start identifying out that these are the kind of problems that I'll be able to address through my vocation, through my entrepreneurship journey, through the activity that I'm going to do,
Kshitij, in fact, he's just made an inquiry, Sheetal ma'am. Where can I access the recorded session for reference?
Recorded sessions. This particular recorded session, Symbiosis?
Yes.
Yeah, I think this is being recorded by the host.
Okay, fine. So this will be available with our IT department and they will share it with you. Thank you.
Sir, I just wanted to get into this. We will
Yes.
have, we will create one YouTube link and we are going to upload this video on YouTube so that
Yes.
you can again see this.
Sheetal ma'am, there'll be a lot of our students who will get in touch with you.
Absolutely, sir. We
But,
will
you
love
know,
to have their queries.
I also want to put it on record that if you have any mini projects that need to be done, either by the students or a research work that needs to be done by our eminent faculty members, you can please count on us on behalf of our university. I'm sorry, I'm a little unwell. On behalf of our university, I want to lay stress that we have internship program for students every year, for students of second semester and fourth semester, and also a 6 months internship program in the sixth semester. So irrespective of which school they belong to, if you have any opportunities for our students to take up internship programs through Business Charcha in any of the activities of businesses or corporates, we will gladly do it. And I also assure you that if you have any research projects for our faculty members, irrespective of the topics, we will allot it to our faculty members who will dedicatedly do the entire research and submit the reports to Business Charcha for their furthermore action to build up the corporate alliances and relationship. This is something that I assure you on behalf of both Swati Madam and our VC Sir, Dr. Ashwini Kumar Sharma.
Thank you so much, sir. It's I think great. And I announced today we will be picking in the next 2 weeks, we will be picking 10 students from Symbiosis to work with us. We will
Thank
be
you so
picking 10
much.
students for internship to work with Business Charcha.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Also, you can become the faculty, including me.
We will love to have your support, sir.
I want to place on records my gratitude to everybody who has made this session wonderful. In fact, I'm getting very good responses and feedback on my WhatsApp numbers. A lot of the students, there is a student who has also said, great session, very informative, helped to understand more about entrepreneurship to launch a startup in future. Looking forward to join Business Charcha to learn more under their mentorship. So you can imagine the kind of effect that you've had. This has really stirred the interest of our students. Trichy, you did not speak, but I'm grateful that, you were also present right throughout. Also, I don't know whether Gauri Shirurkar ma'am is still here. She had joined in the beginning. Dr. Gauri Shirurkar ma'am. Well, thank you so much, everybody. Sheetal ma'am, you can call this meeting to close if there is nothing else to be said.
Thank you so much, sir. I would request you to give the closing remarks for this webinar.
Yes, I just want to say a big thank you to everybody, who have spared time. This webinar, more than being formal, was informative. And students, please understand, when you are working with young minds, when you're talking to people like Sheetal or Trichy or all the others who, if you go through Business Charcha, their website and the details of who is who in Business Charcha, they're very young people. I mean, they're like your buddies, they're dudes, cool. I mean, you see the team and, I feel like being a part of the team because you learn so much from the young minds, our generation, sorry, but this is an acknowledgement, sir, Anuj sir, Ramesh sir, and Malik sir. Our generation has learned and performed.
Yep.
But your generation performs and learns. You see, the approach itself is different. You make mistakes, you learn from your mistakes, and you do the right thing. Whereas we were like very cautious, we belong to the conservative minds of learning and then doing things right. You people do things and then correct yourself. There's a lot of guts required for this. Entrepreneurship is one of the biggest tools and biggest weapons for people to succeed in their career. So please understand, when Ramesh sir was talking about so many new ideas coming up, I was just, reminded to relate the movie Three Idiots. Rancho, Chachorkar, whoever, when you actually go to Ladakh and see what he was up to, I think 99% of the people who are here are able to relate. They're able to relate that small things and small ideas can lead to big achievements. And that is what entrepreneurship is all about. You don't have to invest millions and try to do things. You just have to invest your time, your intelligence, your knowledge, and exposure. That is what is going to lead you to success. And for doing all this, biggest thing is motivation. Some of the motivation comes from within, self-motivation, and some comes from the team and the peer group around you. And believe me, Business Charcha is that strength that all of you need to make your ideas work. And I'm speaking on behalf of Business Charcha now.
Yeah.
Business
Hello,
Charcha
sir. I
is
was
going to add a lot of success by sharing your views, encouraging you. You know, this is a forum. I don't know. I think we are lucky that Business Charcha has launched this entire thing through Symbiosis Skills and Professional University, through IIC, and also Retail School. Now, all this coming together, we want to make sure that every student comes up with ideas that will make him successful in life. We need to depend only on a job. We need to have our own ideas to create and mark our own names and write our successes. So I would like to just
yeah. Sir, I'm there. I was on mute.
Dr. Gauri Shirurkar is
yeah.
here. Madam,
Yeah,
I was just
on
telling
mute,
everybody.
so I couldn't express. So now
So
somebody
please,
has
please,
unmuted.
ma'am, if you could just say some.
Yeah, thank you so
as
much.
the chairperson.
Yeah. Thank you so much for organizing this webinar. And it's indeed a great idea. Business Charcha, I think, can help our students, those who have entrepreneur qualities. Should definitely take an advantage of it, come up with good ideas, have discussions over it, and take their ideas forward. And I think this is a great platform where we can take it up under our pre-incubation center as well. So thank you so much once again, and it was a pleasure meeting all of you. And let's take it ahead and take it forward, and looking forward for many more such interactions with
Great.
you. Thank you so much.
Great. Thank you, ma'am. Sheetal, ma'am, please also, we would like to reiterate that through Business Charcha, you know, as I said, one program every month, we also want to organize one conference every month. So, you know,
absolutely, we'll do that.
With
We'll
Business Charcha, we would like to invite the, you know, all the eminent people, including Major General Manik sir, Anuj Batra sir, Ramesh sir. We would all like to invite them and head the conferences of 3-4 speakers at one time at different schools in our university. And I seek you to be the link to have all these programs. Manik sir, I hope that you will be a support and a backbone to all our conferences that we are planning.
Yes, certainly, that's a very noble gesture on your part,
Yes.
Dr. Inder.
Sure,
We will
sure.
like to come and share our views. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much on behalf of Swati ma'am, on behalf of Ashwini sir, also on behalf of the entire management and faculty members, directors and students of Symbiosis Skills and Professional University. It's hard for me to say that is the end. So Sheetal ma'am, you do it.
Thank you so much everyone for joining in, and we are waiting for you to join the war room and start the monthly sessions and conferences with Symbiosis Skill and Professional University. And thank you so much for all the support that we have got from Symbiosis. Special thanks to Dr. Rajendra Prasad. Thank you so much.